This is probably a question we haven't answered, but it's a question that gets asked to us a lot of times is why did we choose to live in the Philippines and to give birth to our new daughter here? Back from grocery shopping. One of the things I get asked the most about when it comes to moving to Asia is what are the products like? What are you eating? How do you kind of transition from eating so much food that's present in your home country that are not present to where you're moving? Honestly, for me, this is not an issue at all. Ever since I lived in Hawaii, I kind of got adapted to eating a little bit differently than what I used to do in Norway. Like in Norway, we eat a lot of bread, a lot of potato. Here in Asia, you eat more rice and stuff like that. But there are really good supermarkets all over Asia, all the countries I've been to in Asia. You're usually able to find exactly what you are used to eating at home as well. So for example, some of the picks that I got today is cold brew. Very excited about that. Also usually get these, which is like just orange juice, freshly squeezed. I really enjoy that for my acai bowls. I eat a smoothie bowl every morning. And for example, being a Norwegian, picking out stuff like Norwegian salmon. That just makes my whole day. So when it comes to offers, it's definitely not an issue even though you're living in Asia. And the wifey.
Hello. So what I do is like I buy everything in bulk and then I use a Ziploc to separate it so that whenever we need to thaw something, it's all separated. We don't need to thaw the entire thing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This is how you can afford to live even cheaper, you know, when you buy in bulk and then store it away. That's why we have our membership at SNR here in the Philippines.
But it's still quite pricey in SNR, but they do have a lot of like products from the US and Western.
That's why we like it.
Yeah.
Our current setup is that when we're grocery shopping here in the Philippines, we're visiting one local store and then we're also going to SNR, which has a lot of Western products.
Yeah.
One of the things that I opted for when we were looking for a house was to also have a pantry. And since we have a house now, I'm kind of like stacking up on delicious wine just for when we have friends over. For example, today we have dinner guests. Tomorrow we have dinner guests. We also have Ave's grandma coming over who's going to stay here for, I think, a couple months. So I just like to stack up on different things. And the wine selections in Manila is actually really good. The only thing I haven't been able to find is Chablis. But I know it exists, so if anybody knows where I can find Chablis Grande or Petit Chablis, which is white wine, I would really appreciate it, because I can't find it. But for example here, white wine from New Zealand, Cabernet Sauvignon from Australia, and also this one, which I'm very excited about, so a little bit of stacking up for those friends that do like to drink, like occasionally I do. I like to enjoy myself a good red wine every once in a while. So yeah. It's lunchtime here in the Philippines, one of my favorite times. Don't eat out a lot, but we try to every once in a while. And currently I'm meeting up with Ave and Jie to do Korean barbecue. So when you live in Asia, you have so many more food options than that we have back in, especially Oslo. I mean, Oslo is becoming a destination for better culinary experiences. But I left 10 years ago, and back then, the scene wasn't really that booming as it is now. However, here in Asia, you kind of have all the options, and you have more so of the Asian options. And trust me, Asians are really good at food. Like, it's wild. They take it so seriously. Someone asked me on Instagram, I did a little poll, what are people wondering about when it comes to living in Asia and especially surrounding food options? Someone asked me how I deal with the variety of standard and hygiene. And this is one of the, I think, hardest things to adapt to when you move to Asia, is that you can go from like a hole in the wall to a food stand to a very nice restaurant in the same block. So figuring that out takes a little bit of practice. I've been very fortunate to move here with my wife. It's been pretty easy for me. But I also now kind of think I have like an indicator. It's just something you learn over time, how to deal with those things. And once you learn it, it just becomes second nature. You kind of already know, well, as a European, for my stomach. Fun fact, I was actually hospitalized my first week here in the Philippines when I came here in 2019. But you learn it over time. Or if there's one really good tip that I can give you, if you're coming to a foreign country, especially here in Asia, is to look at, is this a place that locals also eat? If it is, then usually the quality is really, really good. One of the benefits of living in the Philippines is that their English is really, really good here. Everybody speaks English. So like even in the menus, there's also usually English. For example, when we travel in Japan, that's not always the case. So it depends on the country that you're, for example, wanting to visit or wanting to move to. I find it very easy though to just point, this is what I want. Usually there's no problems. I also tend to ask for no spicy. That's the thing you should learn when you're coming to Asia. Ask for no spicy. Unless you're a person that really loves spice. Alright guys, we just got some really cool office supplies delivered to us from TT Racing. Gonna talk a lot about that in a minute. So we're gonna be unboxing some stuff today. Finally this is happening. I mean, we lived here for how long, Abby? 3 months?
Yeah.
Something like 3 months. And I mean, we've had the old tables that we had at our first apartment in Manila. And it's like, over time, it's really affecting, especially my back. I'll show you. So this is our current office setup, and we have 2 desks standing here, where we have plastic chairs, and I've been really feeling it in my back lately.
Yeah.
That's why I came to the conclusion, like, okay, it's time to upgrade our office.
Especially that we work here most of the time at home.
Right? We kind of work from home all the time, and I was starting to feel it in my back.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about this new supplies that we have that we're going to be unboxing now. And you guys are going to see how much better it is, because right now we don't even have the ability to increase it, and I have my this is a total mess, and I'm very excited to finally get some organization going on here.
Yeah.
What do you think as the wife? Look at this.
It's a nice investment for us and for our health, because over time you get to have back problems if you have a bad table and bad chair.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I am 6 months pregnant. It's starting to get a little heavy.
Yeah.
So having these plastic chairs really doesn't help my posture.
I always dreamt of having one of those electronic.
Those are really nice.
Right,
Yeah.
which we got over there. So let's get to work. Let's unbox it. Okay, let me try.
Wow, I will spin you.
Oh my god, it's so comfortable for the back. I swear to god. Okay, wait. Oh my god, for the back.
Get out. No, I want.
Oh my god, for the back.
Okay,
I swear it's so good.
You hold it, I.
You know?
Wow. Wow.
No? How comfortable? Oh my god. You want to be higher up?
Yeah, because I've been sitting for a while.
Alright, let me join you.
It's actually nice.
Alright.
You know, when you're pregnant, sometimes you hit the table. Here I don't. Oh. My stomach doesn't hit the table.
I'm gonna join you. It was very easy to install, as you guys saw. I think we spent, I mean, it always takes time, but I think we spent about maybe 1.5 hours to install both of it with the chairs. So that's kind of really nice. The instructions that came along with it was very easy to follow. So I think we did a pretty good job, and I really love this little detail that I can hang my headset on the side, because this is honestly one of my biggest issues. It always just ends up everywhere and I don't know where to find it. So here it always has a private spot, which I really enjoy. And it has presets which we're going to play with and try to understand how it works over here. but this is the centimeters above ground it is. So like if you have another one, you can like coordinate and say, oh, I'm at 100 centimeters. And then she can also bring hers down to fit the same level. Huge shout out to TT Racing for partnering up with us with this. And if you want to upgrade your office, which you should, you know, protect your back as we're getting older, then check out the link in the description. Yeah, you have to try it.
What are you talking about?
We are actually talking about doing a road trip. Yeah, it's like, have you been to this place?
Yeah, Mount Pulag.
And I just heard that there are monster jeepneys up there. So I was kind of like picturing one of those cute jeepneys, which is monster version. That made me kind of excited, and I want to go.
Okay. You can pala, you can. I cannot.
Did you see I said that in Japan one time? Someone celebrating his birthday!
Thank you guys.
Guys, I just woke up and there are new sounds in the house that I haven't heard in a while. This makes me very excited. We have some very important visitors. Who is this? Hello? Do we have visitors? Aloha! What a nice surprise.
You might get confused that she's my mom. This is
I
Tita
know.
G. Sometimes they say that you look like my mom.
Actually, Kim said that when we met you in Hawaii. He said, looks like Ave. How are you, Lola?
I'm okay. Yeah, I slept good.
Ah, we're happy to hear that.
Yeah. Come and join us.
I will. I'm just gonna get some coffee. So Auntie Jing and Lola, they flew all the way from Hawaii, the big island, to the Philippines. There's actually a direct flight from Honolulu to Manila. I think it's 11 hours or something. So hopefully one day we'll take that flight going the other way. It's breakfast outside today. Hey! One of the things obviously that you miss the most when you move to another country, like far, far away from home, is family and friends. I miss them a lot, I really do. That's why it matters so much when we actually get visitors. And we have a large family. We do appreciate that a lot when people come over. And my mom and dad also wants to come visit us here now that we're having a baby. So that's kind of part of it. I think it takes a certain person to be able to leave everything, to leave your home, leave your friends, family, culture behind, and trying to like set up another life somewhere else. It's very healthy for you, and it doesn't mean that you can't return. I think you have to go out there and create the life that you desire and want. And I kind of imagine it like a giant forest. Imagine this. All right, go with me on this journey. It's a giant forest, and who knows what might be happening a little bit further away. Maybe they do little things differently there. So sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone in your local forest and go see another tree. And that's what it feels like for me to go here to Asia. It's like a whole nother version of life that gets presented to you. Also, when I lived in Hawaii for 2.5 years, at 21 years old, massive change of culture and mindset and how things are done. I feel like I'm getting kind of a diverse experience to life here. I lived in the United States. I've experienced that Western mindset of growth and let's go get it. It's really powerful. Also, I've grown up in Europe, in Norway, in a country where individualism is stronger than collectivism in terms of family, especially family orientated. And you come here to Asia and it's just like, wow, this whole other thing. So who knows? I don't know. That's my experience. I love it over here. Currently at this stage in my life, this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm very happy. Good morning! This is very exciting because I've discovered that one of my favorite coffee brands in the Philippines have a subscription which you can order to your home so you always have fresh coffee. Let's bring this to the kitchen. Hey, we got coffee! Oh my god, so excited for this. Yeah, finally! I was running out too. Alright guys, I want to highlight this subscription for you, and basically they have different subscriptions on their website. The one we've chosen is the one where you can get both grounded and beans at the same time. Kind of like figuring out what you like. I'm the type of guy that sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I really like to have the grounded. I just pour it in the machine. But if I'm like, I really want to taste of the coffee, I'll opt for the beans. So I've chosen that for both espresso and regular barista. Arabica, and then there's a little package here, which I didn't know was gonna come with it actually. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Wow! Okay, nice. Thank you for your purchase of your homegrown products. We strive to provide premium quality Philippine coffee and local products through our partnership with coffee communities and social enterprises. All our products are crafted with great attention to detail. We hope you enjoy your order. And that's what's so cool about Bose, is that it's coffee from the Philippines. They do so much cool stuff for local farmers and really invest in their technologies and really help boost everything that the Philippines is about with coffee. And they sent me this French press. Also inside here is another barista, full beans. I luckily have the grinder, so we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna show you how I make myself a coffee in the morning. All right guys, so the subscription I have is the coffee blend, where you get to try both grounded coffee and beans. But they also offer something called the Philippine subscription, where you get way more coffee types. Super awesome, that one. And they also have the iced brew coffee subscription. Sell from 3, 6 to 12 months, and same day delivery here in Manila. So if you order before 3 p.m., you'll get it the same day. Now let's talk about a couple different brewing techniques. So as a Norwegian, we grew up with something like this, like a drip type. Then, for example, this is called a French press. In France, they like to kind of like do it a different technique. And if you go to the coffee store or stuff like that, they'll usually have the whole machine. So I'm kind of in this space now where I'm figuring out exactly what I like, but I tend to really like to ground my beans. That's why I also wanted to try this subscription now first to see if I really like it. All right, so we pour some, like, here you go, full beans. This is the full coffee bean. And this is the part why I don't do it if I'm in a hurry, because it takes some time to really grind them. But the taste is so much better. Hi guys!
You're being the Lola.
Pamping Lola.
Yeah, to make sure she's moisturized. Oh.
This is how old people and buntis.
I said I cannot bend
Yeah.
down, so you have to put your leg up.
Yeah. Same thing with me.
Right? I want this treatment too.
Well, you're getting more nice treatment. I massage you, huh? Right, it's garage sale day, our favorite day of the week. It's like, I'm so happy we have this big car because we are really looking for furnitures in some of the garage sales here in our village. And there's a lot of people moving in and out, so that's why we tend to find really cool pieces, and hopefully today we'll get lucky. Garage sale. Slowly, Casa Marbella is getting furnished. Yeah, a little bit every Saturday. So we found some gems today. This very nice lamp. And this accent chair. This is like a very cool portable wooden chair. Look at this. Yeah. Wow. It's in the northern Philippines, highlands. So I would call that a score. And then some clothes and more glasses, different glasses. And Jing, you also got something too, didn't you?
This is what Auntie Jing got.
Yeah,
Cool for-
Tamaraw.
for hanging
Philippine
clothing.
Tamaraw. Oh, Lola, sleeping.
I was always tossing out, dreaming. Because it's a nice breezy.
Yeah. Alright, it's Pamper Day and I'm taking Lola and Auntie Jing for a little pamper session. Something that's a little bit common here in Asia is that if you're escorting, if you're dating a woman or actually you're married to a Filipina or an Asian woman, it's kind of also expected of you to court her family. It's not something that I do forcefully, it's more like it's something that you see that people appreciate so much. And that's something that is a little different than from where I grew up in Norway. Yeah, you have a good relationship with your mother-in-law, but it's really nothing more than that. Here in Asia, it's kind of like a thing where you as a man take care of the family. And it's something that's just naturally happened to me as I've been living here for a couple of years. And I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it a lot. So I think the women deserve some pamper today. So, we're checking out Mark's Saloon. This is our #1 go-to hairdresser here in the south of Manila. And this is Lucky. Hi.
Welcome to Mark's Salon.
Thank you for having us today. We're excited to be here.
Yes, I'm so happy that you're here with your Lola
Yes.
and your auntie.
Exactly, Auntie Jing. Oh, I brought Auntie to my favorite hair salon here. And my favorite hair stylist, Miss D. I'm here with Lucky.
Yeah, teaching Ave how to like breastfeed. Be ready about breastfeeding.
Oh, shit.
Right, Lola?
Apparently it's harder.
First few days when you
Yeah.
breastfeed, it's oh my god.
You know what,
like
Lola? I
it's
was
just like
crying.
Oh my god.
it's like
Oh no. Oh no.
if the baby is not yours, oh my god, well throw it away,
Yeah,
away because
I know,
it hurts and it hurts so much.
And then
I'm
your-
becoming
your
a dad,
precious body.
and I'm listening to these things for the first time.
Lola, I was crying.
It's gonna be
Every
hard,
time
man.
I'll feed my baby. Every time.
Wow!
Look like Magnum PI.
No, you do look good. Well done. Saturday night at Casa Marvella, and today we're doing something that we've been wanting to do for so long. We're having our friends over for a little pizza night. So 3 couples tonight, me and Ave, Jerome and Chris, and Seb and Janina. All foreigners living in Manila in some way. So it's nice, whenever you live abroad, try to find a community of people you can kind of relate to, because whenever you move to a new place, it's going to be full of surprises, full of those things that no one else can relate to, except someone that is kind of in the same boat from you. So Chris speaks Norwegian, he's been living all over the world. Seb is from France, Jerome is from Korea, and then we have Janina's actually Filipina, but married to Seb, which is French. So, hey! So excited. This is Janina, by the way.
What are we doing today?
Today we're having a pizza night.
And who's cooking?
I mean, Seb is the expert. Jerome is making the first pizza tonight. Let's go.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free, yeah.
Yeah, made with cauliflower.
Oh my god. Delicious.
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 Yeah, pwede.
Oishi.
Well, yeah, what's that in Korean?
Pasiso.
Pasiso. Hi, Janina.
What's up?
How's it going?
Wanna check?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh, cool.
Eating the toppings.
Seb is the master of this grill he has. He's adjusting the gas so that it perfectly will burn the pizza. Wow. Dude, that looks so cool. Jing, what do you think?
Oh, they're cooking the meat first.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Right?
Yes.
Oh guys, this is the lamp we picked up today at the garage sale earlier. And I think it turned out really nice in the backyard.
Good vibe.
Yeah, like a good cozy vibe. So we're creating a good environment for happy conversations here tonight.
Tinatanong, tanong.
Tinatanong.
Is I was asking.
I was asking.
Okay, so tanggalin mo, take out the dough.
In Tagalog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Then
dump it
make
here.
sure you have enough flour all around, otherwise it sticks.
So it's good, no?
Just go ahead. Don't be shy. Don't care. Just go around.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
okay.
the other
Flip
side.
it so there is flour on the other side.
Already now?
Yeah, flip it already. Yeah, flip it already.
Make it bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
So like,
And
got
then,
it.
and then you can
Hold
take
it
it.
up. Yeah, yeah. Change the nose.
It's Sunday. I'm not supposed to work on Sundays because we've decided that Sundays is a family day. And now I'm like, shit, I didn't get to do anything yesterday. So I asked my wife permission, like, hey, I need to put in some time to make up for the lost time yesterday because we just had so much fun. Went to the hairdresser, had friends over. It was just non-stop of activities. But sometimes you need those days too. And I think being that's part of what it's like to be an entrepreneur is that you just have to kind of always balance your time, but also having the ability to just take a Wednesday off if you really need to is also the beauty of it. So that's kind of why I'm just used to that and I like it a lot. But I wanted to touch upon like, what is it like to work from Asia, you know? Like I have all my clients in Norway. So for me, it's kind of, I run my marketing agency from here. Like wherever I am in the world, I have a computer. It took a lot of years to build it that way, but it's something that just happened naturally for me as I studied marketing. I always wanted to do and to be in an agency. No one wanted to hire me. When I was looking, like when I was 21, 22, applying for jobs, no one wanted to hire me. So it became a natural track that, you know, well, screw you guys. I know how good I am. I'm gonna do this thing myself then, kind of in a way. So I took all the rejection as motivation to do it myself. And, you know, long term, that will pay off. If you keep showing up, there is just a matter of time before you will succeed with it. I really believe that. So my days normally here, I wake up in Asia and I log on my computer, and my clients in Europe, they don't wake up until 3 p.m. So actually I enjoy that because it allows me a very slow morning to get into stuff, get all my stuff done. In a way, since I'm depending on the summer solstice or winter solstice, I'm 7 or 8 hours ahead of them in Oslo. Right now it's 7, and it's just great because it allows me to like get all the stuff out there for people to reply to me by the end of the day. Occasionally I have to do meetings, but yeah, that's just how it is, you know, a late night meeting here and there. It's kind of like what you need to do. It's kind of what you sign up for. I enjoy it a lot, and I enjoy the weather so much here in Asia. Warmer summer days, you know, as a Norwegian, June, July, August is our summer months, and that's when you're most happy, usually. You're like, the sun is out, everybody's smiling, let's go out to have fun, let's have a drink. And then you just have like, you know, the other 9 months of the year where you're just like complaining about the weather, waiting for summer to happen. Well, at least here in Central or Southeast Asia, so Thailand, Indonesia, or the Philippines, which are very popular places for expats or digital nomads to reside, you have like stable, nice weather. Some would even argue that it might be too hot at times. So the grass is greener on the other side, you know what they say, but for me personally, I do enjoy tropical weather. So I'm kind of like okay with going back to my home country for vacation, to be a tourist in my own country. And I'll always love my own country so much. But it's just like, I lived there for 21 years of my life. And the world has so much to offer. Let's see what else is out there. This is kind of my philosophy of life, that I know exactly what it's like to be a Norwegian because I spent more probably at this point, since I'm 30, I spent 2/3 of my life living in Norway. So like, why wouldn't I go and see something else in the world, right? This is my philosophy. So I'm enjoying it. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but it's definitely really amazing to live here in Asia. I do like your new look, but that hair is gonna have to grow on me. She got her hair cut yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know. It's different.
Too short for him.
It's very different. It's a little short.
Sorry, I didn't do it for you. I did it for me.
I know, and that's fine.
Because it's so hot. Like even if my hair was short, I still feel hot. But now, like, it's nice that there's no hair in the way here.
Yeah, you look good. You look great. This is one of the benefits of living in Asia, you guys. Beautiful weather. Nice climate. I think the climate is probably the biggest factor. You can have lifestyles like this. Usually on the islands, this is more normal. We just found a very, very nice oasis here in Manila. Look at her. How's your day?
Yeah, it's pretty well. Doing well. The summer season, it's almost here. I can feel it. The wind is starting to die down.
Right.
And the heat is starting to increase.
Yeah, it's definitely nicer to be in the pool now. There's been a couple months where we don't have a heated pool, so it's like
it gets a little chilly. So we only get to really like use it during noon time, mostly noon to like 3 p.m. because that's when the temperature of the water and the temperature, the weather temperature.
They actually have like summer, winter here in the Philippines, Asia as well, but not like where I'm from, obviously Norway. But you know what I did, Ava? I asked my followers on Instagram if they had any specific questions in relation to this video about moving to Asia, and I'm gonna answer a couple of them. So here I have them. You see that? Questions? Let's go. So the first one is, she's basically wondering about what visa I have to stay longer.
I can answer that.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay, so if you are married to a Filipina, you are entitled for a balikbayan visa.
Yeah.
Meaning a foreigner can stay here for 1 year as long as you travel with your Filipina wife entering the Philippines and show an English version of your marriage certificate.
Yes, so that's why every time I travel, I have to bring Ava as well, so she gets to come along, because if I...
That's why you brought me to Japan.
Yeah, no, it's not. But if I come in without Ava, even though we're married, I only get 1 month visa, but you can extend it. So like you can go to the Bureau of Immigration here in the Philippines and just extend it, so...
Yeah.
There's ways. It's much harder the other way for Ava.
Yeah.
That's why we were here in the Philippines. Let's look at this one. How do you deal with the variable standard of hygiene? So one of the first things that I learned when I moved to Asia was not to drink the water.
Yeah, I made sure to buy him Evian, Summit.
Yeah. What's the
water
tablet I always drink that for my stomach?
Ursiflora.
Ursiflora.
Yeah.
That stuff is like...
I always bring that when we are traveling outside of Manila, like in big cities.
Yeah.
Just so I have it in case he gets food poisoning or diarrhea.
And it can really happen. Like it happened to me in Thailand, happened to me in the Philippines, happened in Indonesia. So
Mexico,
like it happens everywhere. It should be part of your travel arsenal at this point. There's a question here. What about the language barrier? And the beautiful thing about living here in the Philippines is that in Asia, at least in Southeast Asia, it's one of the countries where you guys speak the best English. It's very easy, like the street signs are in English, the menus are in English, like it's just, they do speak Tagalog as well, which is their native tongue, their native language. But, anybody can speak English. And then you go to other places, like for example, Japan, Korea, Thailand. It's not always the case. Thailand is pretty good too. That's one of the, I would say language barrier isn't an issue
in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, as much as other places. But in the beginning, obviously, if you're moving to a new country and you don't speak the language, it's going to be challenging for you. Like there's times when you and your friends are like...
Yeah, because of course, anywhere you go, it'll be easier when you talk to your friends in your native tongue, right? Yeah, native language.
You'll get used to it, but there is going to be like a 6 months period where life is kind of...
But I feel like we're really good at, like, when we talk to each other, we speak in English whenever you're there.
Yeah, you do. But it depends on the groups of friends, right? This is probably a question we haven't answered, but it's a question that gets asked to us a lot of times is why did we choose to live in the Philippines and to give birth to our new daughter here? And I think visa regulations is a big part of it. Yeah. In the beginning.
Yeah. Although I can still go and get a residency, a temporary residency visa, I have to stay in Norway for 3 months at a time. And the weather in Norway is almost always cold or super cold. Yeah, and another thing that is very important to us is our state of our mental health, which Philippines gives us.
You wake up so happy with all this sun all the time.
Yeah, and then the people, very important, and I'm very close with my family and friends. Emotional support is more important for me than the healthcare in Norway, which we will get for free if we give birth there. But we also calculated that the rent in Norway is equivalent, and all of the expense that we're gonna make is still equivalent if we move here in the Philippines.
Actually, once you add it all up, it doesn't really get cheaper, even though the healthcare is for free. Cheaper to rent here in the Philippines. Yeah,
and I don't have friends there in Norway. I want my especially my first one, because I don't know anything about pregnancy. I don't know anything what happens to my body or to me and mental health when I get pregnant. That's why we both chose that it's a no-brainer to stay here in the Philippines.
Exactly, and also like the nature of what we do, YouTube and everything, we're really happy when we make videos here. So we had to follow a bit of that intuition as well.
Yeah.
And I think the last point I want to make is that I think you and me have the ability that, okay, if we move to Norway, so be it, we'll make the best out of it.
Yeah.
But since we had the choice and we could live in the Philippines too, why not just choose the Philippines? And then life is it's always an evolving thing.
Yeah.
God knows what we will do in the
Yeah.
years to come, right?
So now the smartest choice for us, and I think it's not just the smartest choice, but we both felt that our energy belongs here in the Philippines during this time.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly right. Guys, there's probably a million questions we could have answered, but I feel like we did a pretty good job in this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's any other questions that you're curious about, comment below, and then you can spin off another version of the video and answer some of those questions as well. But it's fun, and thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby.